Okay, so we're going on our third playthrough here, and before I start on this, I actually just wanted to show two clips right here that I want to show. So listen to this guy, listen to him.
Zelda, that's the obvious one. A Link to the Past, that is my favourite Zelda game of all the Zeldas, even the Breath of the Wild.
Okay, so he said Zelda was his favorite one. Okay, here we go. Watch this guy.
A lot of times people ask me what's my favorite game of all time, and I always answer Zelda: A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo, and it came out November 21st, 1991 in Japan. So this is the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, one of the greatest games of all time. Let's do it.
Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to open with that because, you know, one of the reasons why I got into hacking this game was just because I just loved the original. I loved A Link to the Past. It was a really important game for me, and you know, I'm not alone on this. There are other people that say that, you know, this is their favorite game of all time, or they say that this is, you know, one of the best Super Nintendo games ever made. If you look at any top 100 list or top 10 list, Zelda: A Link to the Past is usually close up to the top. And in some cases it is the top. So, like, I just took it one step further than you know, most other people, where some people would just say, oh, this is my favorite game, but I took it a step further and said, okay, let me study the damn game engine for 8 years. And so, you know, that's where I'm coming from on this. You know, this was a very important game to me, and it's a very important game to many people. And that's why this hack is important to me. So anyway, so let's now continue with this. I mean, this is why I'm actually beta testing this. I could easily just not test this and not give a crap about any of this, right? But no, I want to make sure that this game, I want to make sure that I did my job, so to speak. I want to make sure that I fulfilled my quest of doing a complete remake of this game. Anyway. So let's do it again. So this is with Khan's hotfix applied, and we're just going to do it. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm playing, right? Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit. Okay, so I think we're ready to rock and roll with this. So let's just do it. I mean, like that one guy, you just heard him, he said A Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game, even better than Breath of the Wild. I mean, seriously, think about that. What was the budget for Zelda: A Link to the Past? It was probably a pretty big budget for the time, but look at Breath of the Wild. I'm sure they spent millions and millions of dollars on that. I don't know if they spent millions of dollars on A Link to the Past. I'm sure it probably cost a couple $100,000 or something like that, but I don't think it cost in the millions. And that's the power of having a good team. And just the magic of creating a really good game is that, you know, you don't have to spend millions of dollars on a game. Look at this game right here. You know, nobody got paid on this, and I consider this a pretty good game. It's the best A Link to the Past hack that's ever going to be made. Okay, now what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I think I beat Mothra. Right? Mothra? How many? I don't know how many rings I'm supposed to have. 4? Did I get a ring for the first dungeon? I don't even... The last dungeon I did was the Moth dungeon, and I beat it. But I had a game crash on that. So I need to go back and just double check. But yeah, A Link to the Past was just, it's like, in my mind, it's literally this timeless game. And when I play it, it's like, sometimes, I know it sounds weird, but it's like seeing an old friend or something. whenever I play A Link to the Past. This is not the way to the moth person. But yeah, like the little dwarves that temper your sword, like I swear to you that those guys are my friends, even though they're not even real, right? It's not even real. It's just a couple, kilobytes of freaking code. And yet it has that much power, over you sometimes. It makes a lasting impression. I firmly believe that games are a very powerful medium of storytelling and entertainment. And I honestly think that games are forever. I don't think they ever die. Because even when the game becomes abandonware and the company doesn't care about it and nobody cares about it anymore, or I should say the company doesn't care about it. When the company doesn't care about it, you end up finding it on a website. And I think that piracy is really the fate of every game. At the end of every game's commercial life, it turns into piracy or abandonware when they can no longer make money off of it. And I'm not saying that that's bad, but what I'm saying, that's the fate of every game. The fate of every game is to just end up on the internet as just a file to download. But by doing that, the game lives forever, because then everybody's playing it. It's on everybody's computers, and people just. Sometimes you might have there might be a situation where more people are playing the game because it's online for free than they probably ever did. Maybe when the game came out, of course, depending on the game, because. I don't know, maybe the game wasn't printed. There wasn't a lot of cartridges that were printed. Okay, and so nobody probably ever had the game. And then it's now on the internet for free, and then everyone can download it. And so all of a sudden that game's being played more because it's available online for free than it probably was when... Anyway, I'm just talking here, but what I'm saying is that games just don't die. For example, Donkey Kong, the 1983 or 1981 or whatever, the Donkey Kong original arcade game, there are people that are still playing that game today in competitive tournaments for high scores. And the thing is that like people have been playing that game since the game was created, and then people are still playing that game currently. That means that game has continued to stay alive throughout its entire lifespan, and I think that is something that should be acknowledged. Like wow, you're telling me that a game is that powerful where it just doesn't die. It doesn't die. People played it on day one, and now people are playing it like 30-something years into the future. People still are playing it today. It's like that's absolutely insane. It just shows you the power of this medium. Anyway, what are we doing now? We did the damn thing, and I can't even think because it's late, and yet I'm starting this thing. So I'm gonna stop talking and start finishing this. You know what I want to do? Okay, I can go to I want to go back to Tingle and get some I want to go by the way, when I said that the hookshot made the falling sound, that was actually a pot being thrown off the edge that I didn't realize that happened on the last video. I want to get potions, and I want to go to the I still want to see if I can break that area, that underwater area. And I also want to get a heart container early just for the hell of it. Just because I know I can. Okay, now what is my game plan again? The next dungeon is the Fire Rod dungeon. However, I just want to pick up an extra heart before that, and I want to go to the space, and I want to go to the other dungeon, the water dungeon, just to see if that's still okay, if I can't bug that out. And I have to use the restroom because apparently nature calls. So there you go. Alright, let's get into this. Okay, what am I doing again? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I think I just realized? I think the smartphone is not centered perfectly. Not that I'm complaining or anything, I don't think it's centered perfectly. Anyway, let's go to the space dungeon, and then let's go to the water dungeon. Okay? Now what happens if I try to use both the speed and the feather? Come on, water dungeon. It just the speed boost is way better. I think it is. Of course, this slows you down right here. And the reason why I'm doing this, now what is the space dungeon? It's that one. It's not this one, I don't think. I don't think it's this one. Is it? No, this is it. I still think that gap is a little too big. Seriously, because I mean, come on. God damn it. Oh yeah, and then we got to do this thing in here, but I remember how to do it pretty good. Just wanted to see if I could mess up that area. Oh, I need the double lift ability to do it. Yeah. Let's just do it anyway. Oh no, you do get the heart piece. See? You can get the heart piece, but you can get the medallion before you actually get the thing. So, but I will actually try to do it. But there's no way of getting in without the medallion. So I'm gonna actually try to sneak in as the rabbit, just for shits and giggles or whatever. Yeah. So, ooh, 3 hearts. That's not looking so good. I'm not gonna make it. But that's okay, because I got that heart piece, right? So you can get that heart piece early. So the next dungeon is definitely, let me think here. You can either go fire rod, so you can do some of these out of order. You could do either fire rod or the gear dungeon. So, I think I'm going to do the gear dungeon, because I have the hammer, right? Let's do the gear dungeon. Why not? But you do get all kinds of goodies and stuff. Technically, actually, you get the boots when you do the fire rod dungeon, so that might actually be the first dungeon you want to do before the cloud dungeon, because the boots are really quick. I'm just trying to think, if you're speed running the game, you want to have the speed bottles, these guys, but you also want to get the boots too, because the boots are just as valuable. Anyway, we're going to do the gear dungeon. And I'm also trying to stock up on life points too. And for example, oh shit. Because, like, you know, once you get the super bomb, you can open up this area. Now, the things that I have found in this game. Oh, that was a full one too. If you know where everything is, you can get a lot of health. Okay, now we're gonna see if Seth actually ever changed this thing over here, because I complained about this numerous times, and if he didn't change it, I'm gonna ask Con to change it. Okay, so if I walk on this, do I fall? Yep, I fall on that. So I'm going to ask Con if he can change that. And what about this one? Yeah, okay, so I'm writing, making notes. Con, please change gears, fall through dungeon. Okay. And I need to get that one graphic change too. That needs to be changed. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Because look at this. Why can I walk on this, but I couldn't walk on it previously? It makes no sense at all. That's an exit. Oh. I don't think my sword made a noise there. Now this is one thing I don't really understand. I don't understand why there are pegs here that need to be hammered down. Doesn't really make any sense. I mean, what is it blocking, you know? Also, I think the reason why this little vampire guy was included is because it's a Castlevania dungeon and it's vampire. Get it? Vampire Castlevania. I think that's what Seth meant by that. But anyway, the vampire's colors are actually a little off. Also, I don't think I've played, I don't think I've ever beaten a single Castlevania game. I've played a couple of them, but I've never, like, gotten into them. I actually really like that Seth put hearts just laying on the floor because it's a nice little way to get recharged. Okay, now, everybody knows that I've complained about this wall like a million times, and I have to say that at least it looks a lot better now. Okay, because before it looked like it looked like there was a normal path, and then it looked like someone just built a wall to block you from doing the normal path. At least this looks a little bit better. I understand that if you were to make a path there, then it voids all of this invalid. But at the same time, it's like forced difficulty. But I will say that I'm much happier. I'm much happier with how this looks now than what it used to look like, because it looked like there was a wall there that didn't need to be a wall there. This kind of looks a little bit better. Oh, you know what? There's sounds that are not happening on this. There's sounds that are not being played on this. Like when I picked up the pot and stuff, there's sounds that didn't happen. I know for a fact. I know what I heard. I know that there were sound noises that should have happened but didn't happen. So I don't know, something's up with the audio. But there was sound that should have happened that didn't happen. And this gets a little tedious. You're constantly flipping things, you know. Okay, the audio, there was problems with the sound effects. Unless I'm just not hearing things right. See, I didn't hear anything on that pot. I didn't hear anything on that pot. There's things that are not making their correct sound effects. I'll have to check this again. But I don't think that there's sound effects that are not playing. Anyway. I'm also very happy that this was put into the game right here because it makes perfect sense to be able to do that and get back rather than going all the way around. Yeah, there's something happening. The sound gets lowered sometimes. Okay, I'm seeing things. If I shoot the hook shot horizontally, I hear it. If I do it vertically, I don't hear it. The sound is louder. The horizontal hook shot sound is louder than the vertical hook shot sound. And that probably has to deal with lifting up the pots too. I guarantee you probably lifting up the pots vertically sounds different from lifting up the pots horizontally. I guarantee you. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear this, but audio cuts out. Audio does not cut out on that. I'm very confident on this. Poor con. This is what happens when you're the programmer. I'm going to lift up some pots and we're going to listen to the noise. Okay, now watch this. If I lift up the pot vertically, it'll make a noise. Actually, no noise on that at all. No noise? No noise. What about horizontally? I heard it. Heard it. Heard it. Okay, so for the pots, the horizontal pickup makes a noise. The vertical pickup does not make a noise. So I need to make a note of that. Sound effects. In Gear Dungeon. Sound different depending on up, down, left, right position. Oh God. Somebody shoot me. We need the double lift. Also, this guy can give you problems because if you go into this room without killing that guy, when you come out, you'll take damage hit. Okay, so watch this. See that? So you can have a forced hit. It's not the best place for him. You can take a forced damage hit simply because there's no room or whatever. Oops. We're going to start over. Using the fire rod, I'm sure, is a little bit easier, but this is completely valid. Let's see, here's the funny thing, you can't turn backwards. And see, that's what I had complained about with Seth. Okay, so the thing is that you're supposed to have the fire rod for this dungeon, but really you can do the dungeons out of order a little bit if you want. But the thing is that if you don't have the fire rod, then you're forced to hook shot over there to get to light the lantern, but then you have no way to get back, so it's a forced fall. Anyway, so my suggestion was to just make that platform a little bit bigger so that you could turn around if you had the lantern. Oh, and you know what I'm going to do? Remember, I'm gonna double check the bunny area to see if I can't glitch that out. So I'm not gonna get this yet. I'll finish the rest of it. Yeah, and this is another thing right here. This is solid when you should probably be falling down. But anyway, I'm not going to get the Stormtrooper helmet yet. I'm going to see if I can glitch that area out and get into places where I'm not supposed to be. Now watch this. You can hear the sound. Listen, you can hear it. Okay? Now watch. You won't be able to hear the sound. Oh, you did. You did hear the sound. But I did not hear that sound. I did not hear that sound. Do you see that? The sound is wonky. The sound effects are not playing correctly. And I know that this is a glitched level. I don't really have any complaints on it because, well, I don't think anybody knows how to fix it, so there you go. Now I know there's some type of glitch here where you can kill all the guys. I'm not going to even worry about that. So I think what happens is spikes do not hurt you once you've killed the boss. So here's something. I guarantee you'll most likely find a bug if, okay, check this out. Maybe Con, maybe you can do this. Or anybody. Use an emulator and I want you to have all of your life go all the way down, okay, until you have a half a heart left, and I want you to get hit on the spikes and die at the exact same time, the same frame that you kill the boss. Okay? See if that glitches out. See if that causes some crazy glitch. Because there's no way to kill yourself in this game, right? Okay, but if you hit that spike, you will get hurt, right? But if you hit the spike at the same... But once the boss is killed, then the spikes don't hurt you. So kill yourself on the spike on the same frame that you kill the boss and see if that bugs something out. Because I guarantee you nobody's ever tried that. Okay, now we go to the space place. And I'm going to get a couple fairies. So really, three whatchamacallits. 3 bottles is what you basically have until the very end. Space dungeon is this way. So let's see if I can screw shit up with the... Here's the key to beta testing. If somebody... Oh man, I'm telling you that jump is hard. If somebody doesn't want you to go someplace, like the game designer doesn't want you to go to an area when you're not supposed to be there, make sure you do go to that area and try to screw up as much shit as you can. That's my philosophy. Now I am going to use one of these bottles here. I guess I can't though. Okay. Now watch this. Oh shit, he made it. Oh, Con did it so you can't lift shit up. Oh my god. Good job, Con. Oh, God. He made it so you can't lift the thing up. Because I was able to lift this up. Oh, and I can't do it now. Okay, let's see if any of this shit works. Oh, shit. Oops. Wait. I know I was hearing... Okay, I know I was hearing the sweeping noise of the ferry. Alright, let's see what happens here. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh, you forgot about that one. Okay, so Con, you did forget about something. Not that you have to fix it, but you do have one weapon as the bunny, and that is the super bomb, because you probably thought to disable the Y button, but you never thought to disable the X button. That was lucky. Just like with this, you can still trigger the X button and read everything here. Not that that does anything. Oh, you can use the shovel. And this kind of works. But what about the what about the little flute thingy? What about the so you can't pick up the thing. So there's no hopes of getting the Triforce medal without the Stormtrooper helmet. But next I'm actually going to go try to screw up the underwater area. Okay, so I was able to dig. So let's see if that does anything. Okay, now let's see if we can... So we can use this. Holy shit, I found something. Yes, I found something. I found some type of bug. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at it. Oh, okay, but you can reset it. Let's try it again. So if you use the shovel, okay, if you use the shovel and then you use the harp, you can do a moonwalk. Somehow the harp prevents the player from changing any directions. That's not game breaking or anything. But I actually think it's kind of funny. So I'm using the harp right now and it's not doing it. It must be specifically when I use the shovel and then use the harp. Oh, but I am dead now. Now I gotta do it again. So I discovered a moonwalk glitch. I mean, honestly, you know, sometimes, like, games, it's okay to have glitches in them. Sometimes games are more fun having glitches in them. For example, Home Alone 1 for the NES, there's kind of like a weird thing where you can position your character to do a moonwalk. And it doesn't seem like that's the intended programming, but it's just cool to be able to do it. A moonwalk, you know what I mean? And you know, I don't think they meant to do it. So yeah, so there's a moonwalk with the bunny. Let's do it again. I'm having fun just trying to screw crap up. Okay, we're gonna go, so the feather actually does not affect the bunny. We're gonna go in here because there's life in here. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Shovel and then flute. Check it out. Check it out. Do you see that? Shovel and then flute. Now you're stuck in the direction and you can moonwalk. I love it. Check it out. To get out of it, just use the feather. Now, can I release a fairy? I can release a fairy. Can I catch a fairy? Even though the net is making the sound effect, I cannot catch anything. What else is there? There's nothing else. Of course, I could always get more items and then come back here and try to screw with shit. But yeah, so you can do certain things as a bunny. But without the Triforce Medal, you're not going to get in. You know what I mean? You're not going to get into the thing. But you can kill these enemies. So you can kill the enemies if you wanted to, but it's really hard. But there's nothing really to do. Because you cannot get the Triforce Medal, you're kind of stuck. Okay, now I'm going to go to the... underwater area. And see if I can't fuck with shit under there. And I probably don't even need the speed stuff. Although I could... The fairies are more important, really. And I didn't really... I thought the... I keep on thinking the speed is better for me, but actually... See, I can't hear my... I can't hear it. Do you see that? I can't hear the net. There it went, but the sound effects are coming in and out. There's something wrong with the sound effects. Okay, let's go to the underwater area. And I believe that the underwater area is over here. I think. I'm not hearing the tiles. The sounds are screwed up. I'm not hearing the tiles. I wasn't hearing the tiles fall. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Come on. Let's see what we can do. So let's read the dialogue. Oh, we can't. Oh, we can't even read it. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. What about this? Oh, there it is. We can blow shit up. Can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with this. We can read the message. It's a bunch of weird sound effects. Are those sound effects supposed to happen? Are those sound effects supposed to happen? There's all these weird sound effects. I don't think that's supposed to happen. The dialogues are triggering sound effects. Let's try it again. That does not work. That does not work. We can try to do the moonwalk glitch. But it killed us before we could even do it. I was hearing a bunch of very strange sound effects while listening to dialogue. While reading dialogue. Okay, we're not gonna worry about this. We're just gonna get we don't even care about the speed shit right now. We're just gonna get See, I didn't hear my net on there. There's audio problems with the sound effects for sure. Oh, wrong door. See, I'm not hearing those tiles fall down. And with the speed thing, you can get to places where you normally can't. Like, I'm pretty sure I could do that, you know, absolutely no problem, probably without even getting any rings, as long as I have the speed boost. Okay, let's try to see if we can still create some type of mayhem here. Okay. What if we do the shovel? I see. Okay. Now let's do the flute. Check that out. So we can now moonwalk. Same with the bunny. Now what else can we do? There's nothing else to do. The only thing I think that I can do is to die by the falling in the holes. Oh, and I can't die. I don't think there's anything I can do. Unless I want to try to get some more items and come back later. So I might do that. So I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get like. Now I need to get the Stormtrooper helmet. So okay, getting into the Stormtrooper dungeon without the helmet doesn't look like that's gonna happen. But after I get some more items, then I can try those in the underwater area. So the thing that I need to do is to get the helmet, right? Yes. It's late. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Usually that's no problem for me, but for whatever reason it's a problem now. So let's get the Stormtrooper thing. Do I really have to do all this again? I think so. I really think I do. Also, I probably should be testing this in every dungeon just to see if it actually works. There are sound effects that are not playing at all. I could use a bomb or two right now since I... I think I probably have about 30 minutes left on my tape. I wish I would have gotten more done, but that's just how it is sometimes. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I thought I already went to this area, but this is not the area I needed to go to. It was this area up here. Some of these can be killed only by arrows and others cannot. What do I have that can propel me through that shit? There. Damn it. So you could just use the thing to propel you through the enemies. Oh, it did not. I gotta relight this. I gotta relight it. I didn't realize that. God, fucking asshole. I wish the colors were a little bit better on these guys. Damn it. Is there any way to detach myself? Oh, actually, look at that. You can technically get around it. Okay, so, that didn't give me what I wanted. I wanted it to reset me at the beginning, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, the only other thing I could have done, the only other thing that I could have gotten before this was the fire rod and the boots. And I could have tried to have gone to the space place with those things. But again, the only thing that's preventing you, it's the picking upper thing. Okay? It's the double lift ability. The double lift ability is the thing that gets you the it grants you access to the dungeon to get in. So if I can't double lift those rocks, then I can't get the Triforce medal to get into the dungeon, so it doesn't matter if I have the fire rod or not. But the water place, we're going to go back. We're not going to get the whatchamacallit, we're not going to get the thing, the breathe underwater ability. We are going to try to screw that area up by getting the fire rod and other such things. And I think you need the fire rod for the Stormtrooper dungeon? Can't remember. Yeah, you do, to beat it all the way. So there's the dash, and then there's a heart. So here's the interesting thing, because I know where all the pieces are. Because I know where all the pieces are, I can get shit early. Now, going up here just enables me to I actually wish this desert area was bigger. So the water is off limits right now. We can fall into the hole. technically we can actually get the ice rod right now. So the source is down, up. Oh shit, no, we can't. I don't have the thing yet. Okay, so to get anywhere in this area, you have to get the flippers, basically. And the flippers are here. I really wish there was some other buildings you can go into. Like, I wish you could bomb that wall. I wish you could bomb this wall and go in there, you know, because it just feels like a little empty. It feels like there needs to be a couple more rooms and stuff to go into here. That's what it at least feels like. Now, do I have the ability to dash? Yeah, I do. So now I can do that. So now we're going to go to a good old Chuck Norris. I've actually never owned a Mac. Now, we can throw in what? Not that, 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 not that. We can do that, and that's how we get the ability to go to the underwater place, but we're not actually going to do that. We're going to throw in the sword. Because I want to try to screw up that underwater area place with the fire rod, possibly. Hell yeah. And I think that's it. I think that's the... So it just means that you're going to charge faster. I don't think there's any other... Actually, you know what? Let's throw in the harp, because I never did that before. That seems like that would be a good problem area. A problematic situation is throwing in the harp. Never thought of that. Again, beta testing is you're trying to screw crap up. So I'm trying to screw crap up by throwing in crap that is new and stuff, and that I haven't thrown in before and stuff that nobody thought to do. And there's no harp on here. So good job. Good job, Con. You've thought of everything. Alright. Con. You can also go under the thing. I think there's a heart piece under there. But I think you need the diving things to actually do that, and I don't want to get that yet. So we're gonna go to this. No, we're gonna go get the ice rod first. Because there's a couple little things that you can get that are extra before you even do the dungeons. Not that I need health or anything, but sometimes it works. Sometimes it helps to have a bunch of health. Okay. So the source is down, up, left, right. Down, up, left, right, down, up, left, right, down, up, down. I kind of like this area. This is a cool area. I like it. So that was one of the things I wanted to get. And now we got that. So, yeah, and I don't think there's anything else really to get. I mean, this leads to the Ganon place, I think. See, that's so confusing right there. So if you walk out, then you exit. But if you go here, then you go to the Ganon hideout. Which is really... yeah. So this is the special place that you use to... It's the special Ganon password that you actually get from talking to Seth here, I think. And see, that's another... What? These rooms are weird. What? What the hell was that? That's weird how that transition worked. I think if I talk to Seth here, I acquire the new ability. There's one other thing that tells you how to get to Ganon perfectly. And I can't remember what it is. But anyway, I got the fire rod thing. I mean, I got the ice rod. Now, Khan said he wanted to change the graphics. I mean, as long as it looks cool, sure. Okay, now we go here. We go up, left, down. Up, left, down, left, right, up. Okay, now we're going to go here, and really the main purpose of going here is just to get, now apparently there was some type of, yeah, that's what I wanted to get here. Now apparently there was some signpost that was over here that I never saw or whatever. Talk. Chatty, aren't we? Conquer, what's the problem with that? Narrator. Not everything and everybody wants to talk to you, Conquer. See, I don't know what this little thing is. It's probably from something, and I don't know where it came from. You led a troubled, lonely childhood, didn't you? The idea is for you to find a real woman and get turned on. Okay. Love this music, by the way. Narrator, take that. No way. Conquer, why not? Well, that's nailed down. Or if it's not, it should be. Yeah, so I love this music right here. Oh, wow, I think that's different. Is it? I didn't think you saw the whole thing. Is that different? I didn't think you saw the whole, I don't remember that being that big. Maybe I'm disillusioned. Those are the pendants. This is what I wanted right here. And honestly, I think it's a little easy getting those, and it could have been a little bit harder. Hello, present your Triforce medal, and I shall take a potty break and vanish from your sight. I had it this morning. That's the same. I swear he changed it. Is that dialogue supposed to be there? He used to say something different. That's the same dialogue at the beginning. I swear he said something else. Okay, so I got all that crap. So the reason why I came here was simply to get the 2 extra little heart containers. Now we're on to the fire rod dungeon. Keep on thinking that the game's gonna crash, but I think he said he fixed it. But every time the screen transitions like that, I keep on thinking it's gonna crash. I like this music right here. This should have been, that entrance right there should have been, there's a waterfall, special waterfall splash sprite that should have been used on there. It's a special sprite that makes little it makes little things over its head. Again, sound effects are not playing correctly. Okay, see this? See how the sound is happening? Horizontally. Now listen vertically. Vertically is silent. Okay, do you hear that? Vertically is silent. Horizontal, it makes the noise. Vertical, it's silent. There's something about the position of him in the sound effects, and something's messed up. I actually like all the tributes to all the Zelda games and stuff. I've never even played Minish Cap. Oh, and that pot is removed. Thank you. Oh, fuck. I think I fucked it up. And I'm the one that created this. See, there's actually no need for this bottom block at all. It's completely unnecessary. But I mean, it's okay to have it. I'm not complaining or anything, but it's completely unnecessary. In fact, no, it doesn't mess anything up. The point of this room is that you pick up this thing and you think that you did something in the room by picking up the thing, but really it's just a distraction from what you're really supposed to do. So you go there, you pick the thing up, and you're like, oh, I did something, so that must have triggered something, but really no. Okay, if I can remember how to do this, we're going to get this one. I think we're going to fall down in here. Doesn't really do anything. This is the thing that moves, right? And I think we need the master key to do this. I'm very certain, and so it makes no sense. Yeah, you need the master key to do that. I might only have about 7 more minutes on my camera. Damn it. So let's see what I can accomplish in 7 minutes. Love the automatic dashing. And Sev actually did a lot of modifications in here. Like he took out the alien babies because they caused a bunch of slowdown if you because they never despawn anywhere. So I complained about that. I complained about literally 1,000 things in this game. But honestly, I'm confident that it made the game better. That's just the compass. I don't need that. Oh shit, you can't get through that. And it looks like I have the low battery light, so you know, I only expect about 5 more minutes on my camera before it gives out. Again, left up and down makes noises. Sometimes it's really glitchy. Sometimes left and right makes noises, sometimes left and right doesn't make noises. Let's see what this does. That's a good move for that one. That's a block that you can only push once. That's very strange. I thought you could always push all the blocks twice. This is one of my favorite lines in the whole game. That's hilarious. So now that we have the master key, we now go to the master key thing. We get this. Okay. And then we also go and get this. Trying to think which one we do first. Let me look at the graphics. Excellent. I'm so glad that worked out. Looks amazing. God, I'm so happy. Like, I'm freaking ecstatic. Because that looks so new and so fresh and so exciting. Very happy to see that work out really nice. Again, it's going to cut off in like 3 minutes. What's in here? What's in here? Key. I love the tile set for this dungeon. It's a really good tile set. I'm just taking damage because I don't care at this point. See, love how all the fire rods get hit all at once. Let's see if this causes any slowdown in here. It probably will. See, these things just keep on spawning and stuff. And so you have to be very careful how you place these things. You have to place them in a way that they despawn. And I think the original Zelda game, I think what they did was they put it into a really big room so that they despawn. Anyway, so there's problems with using that sprite. They despawn. I mean, they don't despawn unless you really cleverly design the room that way. So you got to be careful. See, there was no dashing noise there. And I know my camera's going to go out any second. So just wait for the camera to go out because it's going to go out. I think he put this here as a troll thing because it just blends right in so well. That's what it looks like. It looks like Seth was just a troll there. There's also this one peg here. Let's see if he removed it. Oh, I think he did. I think there was a peg there. And I think he removed it. It was causing problems. Or it wasn't really causing any problems, but I complained about it. Complained about a lot of things in this game. And it's still recording. I know it automatically shuts off at like an hour and 30 something.